Hello and welcome to my awesome health journey. I'm, of course, Brett Dupree, who's trying to get his hair to look just the way he likes. I'm going to start a new series in my series called Weekly Update. This is where I just talk about how I'm doing over the week, as I think eventually this will turn into after, I'm done saying all the things I got to say. But I still have a lot of things to say, so I'll still talk about my year and a half of intuitive eating. But every week I want to talk about my awesome health journey, which is, yeah. So this week has been an interesting one for me, of course. If you watched yesterday's video, you know I weighed the same that I did in November, which was very disappointing. I almost cried in the doctor's office because I was just frustrated because I know weight is just a number, and my focus of this journey isn't my weight; it's my actions. It still sucks. Like one thing I've decided in this journey, especially lately, is to not lie to myself and not try to paint a pretty picture and not really try to spiritual up or personal develop up my feelings and my thoughts, but just to deal with them. So allow myself to feel frustrated, allow myself to feel sad. But I did do something afterwards, which is I went and I saw somebody I knew who would probably cheer me up because I know how goofy they are. They work at some bikini stand. They're a very fun person. And so I just went and got a coffee, and they were so silly and goofy that honestly it cheered me up. So when I went home to finally cry and frustrate, I couldn't because I was just already feeling better. And so yeah, so basically I didn't end up crying when I got home like I thought I was going to, because I was going to give myself one day to feel bad and the rest, because honestly it wasn't going to change my behavior. And that's the important thing about it. I still believe in what I'm doing, and so I'm going to continue to move forward in my life. And so yeah, um so honestly, I feel fine. I feel good about my health for the first time in a long time. This month has been amazing for me at Orange Theory. My average elevation went up like 15 um shoot. I don't know what the unit is now that I think about it. Feet, yards, meters, whatever it went up 15 from like 80 something per uh, workout to over 100 something per workout, which was amazing. And my average speed went from 0.46 to 1.6 something, or 1.51 to 1.6 something, which just boggles my mind. That's a huge jump. This is by far my biggest jump. This has been an amazing month for me physically, as I'm still really out of shape, but I'm getting in better shape and I'm starting to feel good about myself in that regard. And when it comes to dealing with the feelings of my ex, I can now think of her and the fact that we were going to get married and all the plans we had and all the good times without feeling sad or wanting to cry. And I can also think of the fact that I feel lonely and I really do want a relationship and I miss having a relationship. I can think of that and not cry. In fact, I'm beginning to think the best thing to happen to me is that she found another man so that I got time to process it. And I truly hope it's the best thing that happens for her as well, as she gets to let me go. And hopefully, this relationship will turn out to be awesome for her. And I truly hope that, because, I still love her and always will. And do hope in the future that we can become friends and keep in touch and stuff like that and talk every once in a while and maybe meet up if we're in the same town. Uh, Even if she might end up moving out of state or something. I don't know, but I'm just saying it would be nice. But at the same time, I feel like I feel hopeful. For a long time, I wasn't feeling hopeful. One of my future videos, I'll talk about this, but I feel very hopeful. So yeah, and then doing that intention work for a new relationship and meditating, that has been really good on my brain and my focus, and I feel very good right now. I feel like I keep on saying that, but it's just I feel hopeful. I feel like I'm getting to somewhere in my health. I feel like I'm getting to somewhere in my mindset, and I'm getting to somewhere where I'm ready for a new relationship. Um, so yeah, I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Uh, Basically, and I'm really happy with my progress. I'm not where I want to be, obviously, in almost any regards of my life right now, but I also feel that I'm blessed. I mean, I have a good job that hopefully, knock on wood, will still be there in a year from now. I'm doing well mentally. I got out of it of sorts, but now I'm pushing forward. Physically, I still feel like I'm in a bad spot, but I'm in an improving spot. And I think that's important. Like, I don't like where I'm at, obviously, being this big and being this out of shape. Like, I don't feel like I'm in good shape. I'm still out of shape, but I'm in getting better shape. And I could see, like, by the end of the year, I can be in pretty decent shape if I continue to do what I'm doing. My walking's going good. I started walking this month, and that's going well. I've hit 48 minutes of a walk, which I think is pretty good for me. Hopefully to get to where I was 2 years ago in my walking by the end of the summer. And yeah, so overall, I'm very happy with where I'm at. So this is my weekly update, and this has been a very good week for me. Overall, I feel great. I'm feeling like my old self again, my pre-COVID self, if you will. But I also feel like I have a more solid foundation because my eyes open to a lot of things, and I'm also doing better with dealing with what they like calling my shadow self or whatever. I'm actually dealing with my emotions because this intuitive eating thing forced me to not do it, and I've also started budging, which I'm going to talk about later. Which another place I would hide my feelings and shut things down is to worry about money. But if I stop worrying about money and I stop worrying about food and I just have to worry about my own personal demons, well, I have to deal with them. I have been, and it's been great. So yeah, so that's my weekly update. I'm happy with where I am. And yeah. So I guess namaste is something to say. I don't know if that's cultural appropriation. So, have a good day. Gallagher joke. Ha. Timely.